the match?
No, of course, a very interesting match. I think two faces we saw today. If I talk about Trenton, of course, and a poor first half. I just spoke to the coach, and he explained exactly also what I was seeing. That probably they wanted to, quickly to score a goal, and then when you, go to if you're playing then too eager to score, you forget that you don't create space by going forward with 4 or 5 men in the last line of the defense of the opponent. Then it was very easy to defend, and the midfield they had never the control the first half, and the second half you saw especially 29 get the ball, and he was creating and dictating the game, and that changed totally the game, and then it could be easily 3-4-1 for Trentin. So I enjoyed watching, and what I liked is, of course, when the first half wasn't going well, the coach changed it. He gave probably some instruction, and it changed the game, and at the end, of course, a deserved draw.
Was the main targets of your scouting?
Můžeme preložit pro ostatní, či ne? Alebo rozumieš? Neviem.
Okay.
Netreba, hej?
Scouting, it's more like that we have, of course, with Chöla Ling. He's one of the owners, of course, from Trentin, and he's a good friend of mine. And it's not really about scouting, it's just see how Trentin is doing, how the club philosophy and everything. Tomorrow we go to the academy, all the things, and to have a view and a vision, and that I can bring back to Amsterdam. That's the most important thing. And of course I watch the players, but that's not the main target. Is to just get an observation about Trentin, FC Trentin.
Some general feelings, your feelings about the club, about the atmosphere here, about the town.
It's the first time here, of course. It's chilly, it's cold, but that's also in Holland. But it looks very nice, the town, and we stay in a beautiful hotel, and very nice people. And the club, of course, it's a club who's just growing, of course. They're developing, and that takes time. I think in the future, if I hear about the plans, and especially the energy that brings Chöla Ling with it, the board, they want really to become here really an academy, as what we have in Amsterdam, in Ajax, is bringing youth talent, giving the chance with the best facilities in the way like coaching, and to develop them, and then maybe after a while make a big step to a bigger club. I think that is their goal, and it looks good. And tomorrow we're gonna visit the academy, so. I will get another impression about the club.
Did you interested in some player, or do you think that some player of Trentin has a potential to be a player of Ajax?
Not really interested, but of course, if I see a great player, I will of course put it back in my mind and bring it back to Amsterdam. I think 29 played a very good game the second half. Of course, Quebec has possibilities. Maybe not for the first team of Ajax, but I think if I was an agent, I can definitely bring him back, or I can bring him under in a Dutch team, maybe in the mid-table of Holland, because he has quality. And 29 has more, in my eye, prospect. He's, I think, 18 years old, so he plays very well, and I think he has a future. But the thing is also that we have, of course, Ajax and Trentin. They have an understanding with each other, and maybe if we think that we see good talents but maybe not good enough at the moment yet for Ajax, we can put them here and learn the difficult stuff here, and then if they progress they can maybe come to Ajax. That is of course also the idea that we have a satellite club who can host some talents of us and bring them to a higher level, because you see that you have to have a good level to succeed here in this team, and sometimes you need to play. For myself, for example, I played in Ajax when I was young, and on the training pitch I could do everything, but in the game I couldn't show it. And then when I was 21, I moved to Twente Enschede, and I played every game there, and it went great. And after 1.5 years, Ajax bought me back for 3 times more the money they sold me. So
1.5 years?
Yeah, only 1.5 years they bought me back, and I played excellent. So it's also sometimes you need to maybe 1 step back to make 2 steps forward, and that can also be like with Trentin. And because you have to this club, you have to fight, but you get a chance probably if you're good to play more, less stress of course than if you play with Ajax, and I think that can be for some guys a great solution.
Thank you.
As a former Glasgow Ranger player,
yes.
do you follow their tally in lower division in Scotland?
Yeah, no, I watch always on the internet what they were doing, of course, and it's sad for Rangers. I mean, I had 4 great years there. The club is, it's one of the biggest clubs in Europe. Although they don't play in the biggest league, of course, because you have only the old firm, the Rangers and Celtic. But if they would play in the Premier League, they would be probably almost just as big as Man United. So it's a shame that this is happening to this great club, because if you see, I heard already, if you go to the 3rd division, every home game is still sold out in the 3rd division, 52,000 people. So you see their following is amazing, and I hope they come back quickly, and I hope really that one time, or that's happening for Rangers or Celtic, that they go, make an England league, because I think that's the only future for them to go forward. Otherwise, I won't see it happening, and it's a shame because a club like that deserves to be in the to compete with the best teams.
Možno ještě nějaké otázky o fotbale celkově. Maybe one from me. It's not first time you saw Ajax Trentin. Would be interesting to compare the game you saw. It was A1 team, your Ajax against Ajax Trentin in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Do you see some movement of our team, or?
Yeah, I mean, when they had that friendly game against Ajax, I was already impressed. They did well, but what I like is, and that is lacking in our youth, is like the mentality. If you see the boys, especially the second half, they give everything, they don't give up, and that is also necessary for a football player. Talent is not enough. It's the whole package, and the mindset, the mentality, the discipline is sometimes even more important. I always say, for example, take Desai, for example. If you analyze him, he's not a great football player, but what he brings everything together makes him a good football player. And that a lot of young players in Ajax, they forget that football is not only talent and do something with the ball, a special thing. No, it's much more. And if I see this here, maybe some boys have lesser talent than them, but probably they will make it further because they want to do everything, and that's why this is also something great, and that's why sometimes it's also good that maybe we bring some talent over here and let them here for 1 year in a different environment, not always the luxury, just learn the hard way, because that is what we're missing at the moment. Because I see players that in my eyes are more talented than I was, but they probably won't make it. And why is that? Because it's all in the mind.
What is your job exactly now?
I'm in the individual coach. So we in Ajax, you have of course a team coach. For example, he does the under 19, and I'm more like with Richard Witzer, Brian Roy, last year Jaap Stam. Jaap Stam will also be next year here. Wim Jonk, we are more individual. So I take a few players from his group and we go more specific coaching. And after that, after 40 minutes, they come back to the group, and I will stay probably with the group. And if I see something, I will say something. So our philosophy is also that, like, 8 eyes see more than 2. And if you have so many experienced players, and they can, especially if you have like a guy who played on the high level in defense and as a striker or midfield, they can bring something extra to those players. And sometimes it's all about detail, just a small detail that can change a player to be from good to very good. And that is what we're trying to bring. So we bring more ex-players who are also eager to learn, to teach the kids something. And I'm like doing that with Ajax, and I'm doing also a little bit of scouting, but more at the end phase, not like searching a whole of Europe. If they see like now they're close to signing a player, if they think now it's now at the end phase, everybody gets a good report about this player, I will go and I give my opinion, my last opinion, and then maybe talk to my brother if we talk about the first team. And I do a lot of television work in Holland. For like on Tuesday I do Holland against Estonia or Letland, I don't know, and then Romania. So I do a lot of analyzing work.